In this video, I am going to show you how you can use the moving or the trailing moving average to calculate the future values. So in the previous videos, I have teach you how you can calculate mean moving average based on the MA function. So in order to recap, and since this particular video is somewhat related to the moving average calculation, I am going to explain you how you can conduct moving average first. So for this example, or the for trailing moving average calculations, you need to have these 4 libraries, and make sure to include these libraries as well. So for this example, I am going to use this global temperature CSV file, which contain annual temperature or the monthly temperature, average temperatures all the way from 1880 to 2016. So create a time series object and define its arguments like start date, end date, and the frequencies. So if you want to create a moving average graph, you just have to call the moving average function, and here I am going to calculate the 1 year moving average. Likewise, you can calculate based on your preference by assigning the frequency or this particular value. So if you plot this, in the graph you can see it has calculated the moving average for the particular periods. So in purple color you can see the original data set, and if you can see that when the amount of period increase or the moving average window increases, the window also increase, or the graph gets more smoother. So before I am going to continue with the trailing moving averages calculation, I just want to remind me some pointers regarding the trailing moving average. So for the purpose of forecasting, we can actually use these trailing moving averages. So if you want to calculate the moving average or the trailing moving average, you can call this roll mean function, and there you can as the first argument you can select the temperature or the particular data set, and in here you can have to mention what is the k value. Actually it indicates the integer width of the rolling window. So if you are considering a period of last 5 months to 12 months to forecast the next month's value, you can specify the k as the 12. So if you consider only 6 months of the previous, you can specify the 6 as the k value. For an example, if we have data up to a time period of x, for an example, we can predict the value of the x plus 1 by averaging over the k periods prior to the t1. So if you want to use the most 5 recent time periods to predict for the x plus 1, then you can take the previous 5 values average and assign it as the value of the x plus 1. So if you run this, so in here you can see that it has calculated the trailing moving average. So this based on the results, this value will be the corresponding average values for the considering periods. So it is important to note that you have to convert the structure of the temp TMA to a date variable, because once you conduct this example, the data frame, under the data frame properties, you will see that the temp TMA variable is actually not a date. So if you look at this, before converting, if you run, you can see the date as a factor. So in these occasions you can't actually conduct the ggplot. Therefore I convert it into a date variable, and then you will see the date is variable is converted into a date format. So if you print this, or if you plot this, you can see the trailing moving averages like here in red color, while the original dataset is represented in the blue color. So if you look closely, you can observe trailing moving averages have a delayed reaction to changes in patterns and trends. So in this way, you can conduct the trailing moving average to also to predict future values based on the mean values.